All right, let's go ahead and go into some translation practice. Just to review, I'm going to have you draw a number line at the top of your paper, just like we've done in class. And if you haven't been in my class, it's perfectly fine. Go ahead and do this to help yourself out. So with translations, we draw a number line to help us out with knowing which directions to go. So I like to do this in class. For X, we know that left is the negative side and right, the right direction, is positive. Okay? If zero's in the middle, we know that if I'm going right, I'm going positive, and if I'm going left, the sign is negative. This is going to help me with my algebraic rule. Okay? So then for my y values, very similarly, just like on the coordinate plane, y tells you that we're going up or down. Okay? If this is 0, we have plus for up and minus for down. Okay? So we're going to use this number line, these number lines, to help us with our practice. And I'll do a few of these, and then you can do the rest on your own using this strategy. Okay? So number 1, it says triangle ABC is translated 1 unit right and 4 units up. And we're going to draw the image of A prime, B prime, C prime, or the new from this, okay? So without this rule up here, we know that we have to take this and shift it 1 unit right. Oop, that's the wrong direction. 1 unit right and 4 units up. So if we count, B would be 1 unit right, so we just go over to the next spot, but then we still have to go 4 units up, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's my new B. And we do this for all of our points. And A, we go 1 unit right and 4 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's A. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing for letter C. This is A prime. Don't forget to label. And then letter C, we're going to go 1 unit right and then 4 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now that we have all of our coordinates for our new image, we're going to connect them so we can see our shape and make sure that it looks good, and I believe it does. Okay, so we can see that we have translated this 1 unit to the right and 4 units up. So our original A was 1, comma, negative 3, and our new unit is 2, comma, 1. Okay, our B was 3, comma, 0, and our new B is 4, comma, 4. Okay, and we're going to see what that does mathematically in just a second. But our rule already told us what to do, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Lastly, C is 4, comma, negative 2. Okay, and then our new C is 5, comma, 2. Okay, so we can see how much this increased, but remember, when we're translating what we do to one point, we do to them all. So let's look at our X values on B because they're nice positive numbers. They're easy to work with. So I'm going to look for my X value and say, well, how did I go from 3 to 4? Well, we know up here plus is the right direction, and I know that I went plus 1. So we're going to say we went X plus 1, so that's in the right direction. And then we need to see, well, what happened to the Y value? Well, I went from 0 to 4. So I know I went up. And I went up and I went 4. So that's Y, because Y is up, plus 4. Okay, so this is my algebraic representation, and it tells me that I went right 1 and up 4. Okay, that's all the algebraic representation is. It is a process. Okay, so if we're doing that on number 2, and I believe with a couple more problems, you'll have enough practice for what you need to do. But this one says draw JKL. They've given us the points, and we need to plot, and then we need to translate. Okay? So first thing, when we're plotting, this number line that we did at our top of our paper can help us with that as well. Negative tells me to go left. Positive tells me to go right. Positive for Y tells me to go up, and negative tells me to go down. So let's look at this. We have 0, comma 2. So we're going to go 0, We don't have to do anything for x. And then we go 2. So that's up 2. So my first point is there. Okay? Then we have 3 comma 4, and that tells me to go across 3 and up to 4. Okay? Last point is L. We're going to go 5 to 1, so we're going to go across to positive 5 and up to 1. Say we have J, K, L. If I connect these dots, I have a triangle like that. They want us to shift this thing 4 units to the left and 5 units up. So if we draw the units, but by the way, before we go there, we can already do our algebraic rule because we already know based on our number line that left is for our x value, and that's 4 units to the left. So that tells me x minus 4, because left is minus, and then y plus 5 because up is y, based on the number line, once again, that we used up here. Okay? So y plus 5. Okay? And there's our rule. So we could actually mathematically use this rule to plot our points without having to shift, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So x minus 4, well, what we're going to do is say, well, what is 0? We're going to replace 0 with x. What is 0 minus 4? Well, that would be negative 4. And then we would do the same thing with our y value. What is 2 plus 5? Well, in this case, it's 7. So there's our new x and y value there. That is shifted left and up. And we'll do that again for k. So what is 3 minus 4? Well, that is negative 1. And then we have 4 plus 5, which is 9. Okay? Last point of this shape, we're going to say, well, what is 5 minus 4? And 5 minus 4 is 1. And then 1 plus 5, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So now that we have our points, we're going to go ahead and plot them. So we have negative 4, comma 7. So we're going to go negative 4 and go up to 7. There's our j prime. Okay. We're going to go to negative 1 and go up to 9. There's our k prime. And then lastly, we have 1 comma 6. We're going to go to 1 and go up to 6. Okay. And this is our L prime. If I connect the dots, it will look like this thing has gone up and to the left. And it does. Okay? So using this rule down here, based on what it told me in my word problem, I was able to use a little bit of math and figure out my new points. Could I have also used the coordinate plane and shift it over by counting? Yes. So use your preference to figure out which way you want to do that. Okay? Number 3 says write the algebraic representation. So let's go ahead and shift up on the paper so you can see that. Number 3 says write the algebraic representation that describes the translation below. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a point. Let's say we pick M. Okay? And M is 1, 2, 3. So M is negative 3 comma 0 because it's on the line. And then M prime is 1, 2, 3 comma 2. This is my M prime. So what happened for me to go from negative 3 to positive 3? Well, what we're going to do is first we're going to go shift up because we want to see how much we went up. We're going to go from M to M prime. So that's 1, 2. So we've gone up 2. So we figured out our Y value already. And then we're going to go across until we get to the M. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We went to the right 6. Okay? So to the right, based on our number line that's at the top of our paper that you should have drawn, says right 6 equals x plus 6. Okay? Up 2 equals y plus 2. So if we put that all together, this should be x plus 6 comma y plus 2. Okay, so you should be able to use the information that's on the first page to go work through the back. Please let me know if you have any questions with this, and then we will work through that. Okay, thanks.